Hello and welcome to this Week 14 edition of Big Game Bound. I'm Chris Hagan. 4 teams with late byes this season: the Colts, Dolphins, Patriots, and Eagles. So, a slate of 14 games to talk about today. None bigger, perhaps, than our marquee matchup. The Raiders on the road against the Chiefs, a 1 o'clock kick on Sunday. And for a closer look at this one, let's say hello to the always entertaining and sometimes fashionable Rob Collins in KC. Hey there, Rob.
Hey, I got the no tie memo, so we're fashionista brothers today.
Well done. I tell you what, I'll tell you who's been fashionable, and that's been the Chiefs. They are red hot. They can really get a stranglehold on this ultra-competitive division with a win against their old rivals, the Silver and Black.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of that's to the defensive credit, man. On this 5-game winning streak, that defense has only given up 11.2 points per game, and they've really made a massive turn since week 6. And it's helped Patrick Mahomes a lot. He doesn't have to do so much, and that's a good thing because his receivers right now can't catch the ball.
You went from a chance of, repeating as Super Bowl champions to a struggle out of the gate. You hear about the Super Bowl hangover sometimes from the teams that lose, and what you're like, wow, this might be a real thing. But they have righted the ship, and as you said, it hasn't all been on Mahomes' back. And, I mean, there's been some really high-profile gaffes he had earlier in the season. How has he kind of toned that down and really just kind of played within himself, as they like to say?
And he's talked about that over the last couple of 3 weeks, and he said it every time in the press conferences that it's a lot on me. I'm not executing the way I want to regarding the drop passes. But I think he's come to grips with the reality that he has to manage the game at times. And thankfully, the defense is playing well enough where he doesn't have to throw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns like he did against the Raiders earlier in the season. He understands that the check down is okay, and it's working for him, although they've only scored 22 points once since week 6, and that was that 41-point explosion against the Raiders. But as Patrick said, I'd rather win and have 1 touchdown than have 5 and lose.
Well, last month they put a beat down on the Raiders. Any reason why they can't do it again this time around?
I don't think so. I have an inclination that this offense is going to click this Sunday because the Chiefs know what the Raiders did to them last at Arrowhead last season. And, of course, we all remember the victory lap that the Raiders took after winning that game. And the Chiefs own the Raiders. We've talked about this before on here. The Chiefs are great against the division, of course. Andy Reid 14-3 against the Raiders. Patrick Mahomes is 6-1 versus the Raiders. Is 20 touchdown to 3 interception ratio. So I look for the offense to get back on track and score more than 22 points Sunday.
Probably the best division in football right now when you think about all 4 teams still in the playoff hunt. So this would go a long way in locking that thing down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. This week and next week, the Chiefs only play AFC opponents left, and they had to run the gamut of these 3, obviously with Denver and the Raiders, and then the big one Thursday night at SoFi against the Chargers. That one's going to be massive. And you know what? They're still thinking they have a shot at that number 1 seed here in Chiefs Kingdom, although it may be a bit dicey, especially if it comes down to tiebreaker scenarios, given the conference losses that New England has. But the division, I think the division is going to be locked up before week 17 or 18 here.
He's Rob Collins in KC. You know he always gets the Patrick rate. Rob, thanks for the time. We'll talk to you down the road.
I don't know if sometimes my check looks like the Rodgers rate.
Week 14 starts with Thursday Night Football in Minnesota. 2 teams trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. The 6-5-1 Steelers against the 5-7 Vikings. On Sunday, the 1 o'clock Eastern games include an AFC North matchup as the Ravens visit the Browns. The Jaguars will be in Nashville to face the Titans. The Saints on the road against the Jets. The Falcons with a division road game against the Panthers. And the Seahawks will be in Houston to take on the hapless Texans. Also at 1, a huge division matchup between Dallas and Washington. For more on this one, here's our Alif Kareem.
For the Washington football team, we're going to talk about a few numbers, 4 for 4. And I am not talking about the deal at Wendy's. I am, however, talking about number 4 in Washington, Taylor Heinicke, who just picked up his 4th win in a row, along with his team, a thrilling 17-15 win on the road in an electric environment against the Las Vegas Raiders. But what happened in Vegas is not just a one-night thing. It starts with Heinicke. He's been playing so well recently, averaging just about a 110 QB QBR rating and a 3-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. More importantly, though, he's helped grow Washington's run game with Antonio Gibson leading the charge. Gibson's workload has increased significantly, but it's also helped create those long drives that Washington has thrived on. All of that to say that everything for Washington is pointing in the right direction.
We're at the part where we control it. I mean, for ourselves, for us, what's going to happen to the Washington football team is now in our hands. We go out and play the way we're capable of. We give ourselves a chance. And that's where we wanted to be. That's one of the things we talked about when the schedule first came out, because if you can get to this point and you have a chance, you have an opportunity, now you've got to make the best of it.
Washington are now 6-6 with 5 games left in the season, all against NFC's division rivals. They have increased confidence, and all of that right before they play the Dallas Cowboys, division leaders, this Sunday. For Big Game Bound, I'm Alif Kareem.
Hey, thanks, Alif. In the late games, the Lions take their 1-game winning streak into Denver to face the Broncos, the Giants in L.A. against the Chargers, and the 49ers in Cincinnati against the Bengals. At 4:25, a big one in Tampa Bay as the Bills get a shot at the Bucs. For more on this one, here's our Heather Prusak.
Well, we know how much Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski, that duo, has tormented the Bills in the past. And once again, the Bills are going to see them this time down in Tampa this week. Brady had 4 touchdowns in their win last week against Atlanta. 2 of those were to Gronkowski. That pair now moves to second all-time in the NFL with 90 regular season touchdowns behind Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison.
It's tough, big body. I feel like whenever I get put in those situations, I try to use my quickness, but when those guys are as big as what he is, he kind of just boxes you out. And whatever route he runs, whether if it's an over route across the field or a slant or a 10-yard out, he just uses his body.
Now, Brady's success is no surprise, but Gronk's comeback is impressive, given he missed almost a month with multiple rib fractures and a punctured lung. Still, he's proven he can be a mismatch nightmare for opposing defenses.
His frame is so big that, Tom puts the ball right on him, accurate every single time. And, it's tough to get around him. It really is. You gotta try to get hands on him and, just do what you can to try to not allow them to complete that pass.
And in that loss Monday night to New England, Tre'Davious White's absence wasn't felt too much on the field, considering how run heavy it was. But this week is where the Bills are really going to feel it, with how much the Bucs like to pass the ball with all of the weapons Brady has. So it's going to be a big challenge for Dane Jackson in his second start this season. I'm Heather Prusak.
On Sunday Night Football, it's an NFC North contest between the Bears and Packers. Here's more from Chicago.
Justin Fields still feels the pain in his 3 broken ribs, but it's manageable enough for the rookie to return from a 2-game absence and start Sunday night in Green Bay. Fields was a full participant at practice Wednesday. Andy Dalton was held out, though, with a hand injury, while David Montgomery sat with shoulder, groin, and glute pain. Fields could have Allen Robinson back. The wideout returned on a limited basis along with Akeem Hicks. While Fields was on the sidelines healing up, he never stopped learning.
I watch film and, just try to see the game from a different perspective, and, seeing it from the sideline, I definitely think you do. So you can kind of just think of different scenarios and kind of, see what the defense is doing. So it was kind of cool just seeing it from a different perspective for a long time. I'm going to have to be smart this upcoming game with, not taking as many hits as I usually do. So, of course, I'm going to be smart about that and be cognizant about that for sure.
The Bears are 12.5-point underdogs, looking for their first win at Lambeau Field in 6 years. For Big Game Bound, I'm Josh Friedman.
And on Monday Night Football, a chance for Arizona to lock up the NFC West as the Cardinals host the division rivals from L.A., the Rams. The Cards, a narrow 2.5-point favorite in that one. Us to Peyton's Picks, our weekly chat with Jarrett Payton in Chicago. He is, of course, the son of sweetness, but not too sweet last week, JP. 1-2. You did finish up strong, though. You had the Pats over the Bills on Monday Night Football, so props for that. But let's get it back on track now. You have a legacy to live up to. You had won 5 of 6. I want better out of you this week, but they're all tough. Let's start with the Ravens at the Browns.
All right, we're talking about an AFC North matchup on Sunday night. Listen, the Ravens right now, Chris, they're an absolute mess, man. And you talk about their defense just imploding against the Steelers. I'm not really sure. Lamar Jackson just seems that he can't take care of the football right now. He's one of those guys that I was looking at, early on the season to be that MVP candidate. But right now, those interceptions are becoming an issue. Listen, we saw this matchup pretty much a few weeks ago, right? And it could be going the same exact way. The Browns, though, they're coming off of the bye. It's a must-win for them. With the Ravens struggling like they're struggling right now, I just don't know if they can hold up against the run of what you see with this Browns squad. So having a little bit of time off, being able to game plan a little bit, the Ravens having their issues. I'm going with the Browns, though, in a close one. 23-20 is going to be the final.
Now, I think you have a personal effect on this next matchup. It's Cowboys at Washington. And since you paid a visit to the football team over there, they've been rolling. They're getting some things done. What do you think about this division matchup?
Yeah, I think this is a big one. Washington is really kind of, I don't know, they've snuck in. I think I was that good luck charm to go down to D.C. and everything's going well. I think this one's going to be close. The Cowboys offense is struggling a little bit, and Washington is on the roll. But I think this one is going to stay a low-scoring affair. And I just feel like when it comes down to it, if I have to pick, I'm going to pick the superior quarterback and the skill position players and that talent. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys winning this one 24-20. Please, Ron Rivera, don't be mad at me.
And finally, a matchup that I thought a few weeks ago might be a Super Bowl preview, maybe not so much now. It's the Bills at the defending champs, the Buccaneers.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's still kind of sneaky when you look at this matchup. I know I was feeling the exact same way, Chris, when you looked at it, early on in the season, but especially right now. It's hard to go against Tom Brady and the Bucs, and to see the relationship that Tom still has with Gronk, and Gronk being back last week and scoring touchdowns. I mean, this one could be one of those high-scoring, entertaining games. I just have a feeling of it. But the Bills are hurting at corner, so I think Tom Brady and the Bucs, they're going to exploit that and take advantage of that weakness of the Bills. And I'm going to go with the Bucs in this one. It's going to be a shootout. Bucs win this one. Tom Brady, he has another phenomenal game. 31-28. The Bucs, they get the dub.
All right, now one thing, not getting a pick from you, I just want to talk about this week. We had all the Walter Payton Man of the Year finalists announced from each team. I know that's a special time and some special men. What's your mentality like when you have this time of the year start approaching and you get to see that legacy living on even more?
It's crazy, Chris. I mean, just to be able to have my dad's name on the NFL's highest award and seeing the men that, from each team that are getting nominated, it just really goes to show that there's great things that these guys are doing in the league, and not just on the field, but more off the field, and they're getting recognized for that. So for our family, that's one of our biggest missions, giving back in service. So having all these men that are very deserving of the award, it's a great opportunity. And this year, I look forward to getting a chance to, after 2020, not getting a chance to meet all these guys. Hopefully this year, things will stay the way that they're staying, and our family gets to interact with a lot of these men and talk with them about all the great work that they're doing. So for us as a family, it's truly an honor. It's a blessing. And I know my dad's probably smiling down right now about all these guys and the good work that they're doing.
And I know your pops is proud of you, JP. And a good thing about getting back to normal, you get to hang out with me in person. I know you're looking forward to that. Hey, man, thanks for the time. I know you had a busy week. We'll get together next week, but let's review the picks. He's got the Browns at home against the Ravens. He's got the Cowboys on the road against the Washington football team. And he'll stick with Tom Brady and those Bucs at home against the Bills. JP, get some rest, my friend. We'll talk to you next week.
See you, Chris.
And now it's time to take a listen around the league. A little animosity this week as players and coaches talk into an open mic.
Let's not give more credit than we need to give credit to Bill Belichick in this one. It was, whether it's Bill or anybody else, they beat us.
You definitely, as a quarterback, you go out there, you want to throw the ball and score and do all different type of stuff, but I think I'd feel better if we won. So, I mean, if you throw 3 passes, you win the football game against a division opponent that's right there with you at the top of the AFC. I think at the end of the day, you're going to be happy going home.
Everybody looks and sees what the college's season is essentially done. And then we're just getting started, and that's how this thing goes. Is how you play in December and January and after Thanksgiving. So hopefully we're ready to go.
I read somewhere that you thought that he was being mean to you at first when you guys first got together.
Yeah, he was. He was a meanie pants. But it was basically, just to get me on the same page. I think he saw that potential that I had.
Harrison Smith, you can say the same things. Excuse us. Live television.
Dan, man, he's awesome. His energy, it's contagious. And I'm pretty sure, those players in Detroit love playing for him. Whenever he stood in front of the team and talked, you were ready to just storm out of that meeting and punch a guy in the face for no reason,
Hopefully after a couple crawfish boils, a couple cookouts, he'll get the slang of it. But yeah, just be yourself.
I mean, what kind
Boy,
of question?
what are we doing, bro?
What kind of question is that?
This goes this respect. It's all about respect. I come here every single week and I answer your questions truthfully, honestly. I appreciate you guys. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And that will do it for this edition of Big Game Bound. For Jared Payton and senior producer Phil Nardiello, along with all of our Next Star correspondents, I'm Chris Hagan. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on Big Game Bound.